back on Arabia, one of the fastest played maps that there is, and of course that's down to the fact there can be so many different types of early attacks and the fact that can be so hard to wall. Let's have a look at who we've got playing. In the teal we have Katorre, who's playing as the Huns, and over in the green we have wWLojza, who's also playing as the Huns, so it is a 1v1 Hun war. Let's have a quick look at the map. Towards the front for Loza we can see 2 golds. Probably really bad positioning here. This map's actually pretty horrible as well. Seen worse, but not by much. Berries at the front as well, quite far away from the town centre, not too bad. Main gold though, not very nice, this one here as well. This hill going to be a bit of an issue as well, especially if archers get up on here. We'll be able to sit here, we'll be able to pick down at farmer villages, and potentially these gold ones and berry ones as well, depending of course on what type of archer unit we've got. Wood towards the back here. Again, small kind of forest here, really not that worth it. Might be forced to split his lumber between this one over here, which of course does have this hilly area here. We've already discussed that being not quite so good. Over in the back, more wood, lots of them, but he's going to have to drop some town centers down here, because if he does want to expand down to that kind of area... Oh! Loza actually losing a villager there, that's a big deal. Didn't have a loom, it looks like it didn't get to the town center in time. Very big deal, and it happens to everyone. Lag spikes and things like that can really get you. Anyway, what I was saying, gonna need to put some town centers down here, because of course if he expands down there, going to be forced to run a long way if some scout harass or something comes in. Golds at the front, we've been through this, completely shocking. These ones as well, shocking, and shocking in the middle as well. So Loza really doesn't have any kind of good resources to be able to use in this map. Saying that as well, this area over here is completely open. Saying that, this area over here is pretty bad as well, so it's going to be really hard to defend. It might see a barracks wall or something try and come down on this side just to defend, but I'm most likely thinking we might see it across here maybe if he wants to try and wall in. Really going to depend on how he's thinking. So in the teal, of course, also playing as Huns, Katorre. Let's have a quick look at the map here. Over on this side, the gold, not quite so nice on this hill, could be a worse area. Again, a really small wood for Katorre, and over in the back there is a stone. Berries in the back, which is kind of nice, and you should be able to wall this area kind of off nicely across the back, especially if he decides to put a bit of palisade there, across there, maybe barracks and things across here. However, I am thinking barracks will come off maybe across here, but saying that, they will lock the gold out. Anyway, up to feudal, good time, and it looks like we're going to see a forward here from Katorre, moving forward with 4 villages. That's, well, you don't generally move forward with any villages unless you're doing a forward. So let's watch this and see how it goes. How is Loza going to react to this? He has split his lumber, so he isn't in too much trouble there. Hasn't gone for gold yet, and barracks is only just on the way up. Should be interesting. It looks like attacked by the wolf. Has he scouted this? Let's have a look right now from Loza's point of view. Has not seen this, only just finding the enemy here. So this is going to come as quite a nice surprise. And what's he going to go for? Is he going to go straight for range? Katorre, there we go, up. 21 pop for Loza. So going straight into range, we might see the skirmisher mix here, especially coupled up with towers. This can be really strong. Yep, spear skirmisher is coming out. This is really old school style of play here. And this could be interesting, especially with spears. When a spear comes in this early, you know there's generally a forward, because that's really early to have it come in. Looks like there is a tower going up on this gold by Loza. Definitely a good reaction, but I don't know how much it's going to help once those skirmishers get out. If they can just sit at the bottom of that tower there. Good thing about that is it will force them to stay in the same position, which means that the villagers can go into a bit of a fight with them. They should be able to take them out fairly easy. Saying that though, villagers verse, looks like they're being used as a combat. Yes, they are. And more scouts at the moment for Loza. This will be a close one. Looks like that tower will be good though. So he will be able to defend his main gold here, as well as his berries. Plus this kind of area over here, so he's done well. He's done really well getting that up, actually. However, these skirmishers is going to be kind of annoying. Trying to put a tower up over there, but that's not going to be too nice. Might end up putting one up over, yes, just around this area here. So hopefully we'll be able to target down some of these villages on the edges here. Apart from that, not a lot. Looks like the scouts are moving out, because of course a good counter to a forward is a scout rush back at the base, because of course if you can destroy the economy, not going to be much coming out of these things over here. What is the plan now? Looks like he's got a little bit of a wall off going on over here, and scouts really need to be doing something back here to just delay. Could potentially see another range come up from Katorre. Nearly has the resources there. Saying that though, has been creating spearmen and skirms, which is going to be really hard to deal with. Loza, what's the plan? You've got next to no resources available to yourself. And this is a big thing about forwarding as well. It's really hard to stop if your resource distribution isn't right. Especially because it kind of destroys your plan, just straight off. And over here, getting some good harass on the berries. Might get a kill here. Looks like he's just going to get out of there. Is that the injured one? No. Ooh, just surviving there, actually, on 4 HP. Might see a run by with these guys. Are they going to go for it? Nope, not going to try and snipe that villager off there. Saying that the stable is actually down right now for Loza. That's really going to hurt. Going for double archery, so skirmish is going to be the option there. Looks like he's going to be able to snipe this villager. Yes, and get out of there, hopefully, before that spear comes back around. Getting that one nice and quickly. Hopefully going to delay his opponent's economy. And, of course, harassing that stone, because if he does, less towers are going to come up. Simple as that. So going to be interesting to see how this one plays out, especially now that he's going to complete skirmisher mix, which means we might actually see Katorre go up with some kind of stable on the front here. Another tower coming up here, of course, going to be able to hit the town center, which is really annoying, and it's going to get rid of most of these farms here, and we know at 60 would have hit. They're a lot for the early game, so that could be interesting to see. Do we see fletching? I'm going to assume fletching will be on the way soon. Katorre. Yes, fletching is on the way now. And there hasn't even been a smith up for Loza yet. And as the thing is as well, when forwarding, it can look like a really slow game. It just puts so much pressure on your opponent. There's not really a lot they can do. Paying attention over here though. Going to deer, that's actually an interesting choice. Got a lot of villagers on that deer actually. Looks like these scouts might be able to get some harass, but with this spear here, it's going to have to be really quick harass. There was a tower coming up over here for Loza, but it looks like it's getting shut down pretty quickly. Spears getting in here, of course, doing minimal damage, because we know getting hit with the spear in this game is like getting hit with a wet noodle, unless you're on a horse, because of course horses are allergic to noodles. Looks like this tower will be forced up here. However, there will be some good harass. Looks like these scouts... Oh, skirmishes. This is going to actually be quite big. If he can pick this spearman off, these villages are pretty much up for the taking, especially on this hilly area here. And... looks like it's going to get it, and looks like it's on for the villagers. Got to get back to that town center as soon as possible. Looks like they're going to get one, potentially a second here if they can... Ooh, just not getting that one over there. Looks like quite a few were killed off over here. Katorre actually taking stone from his opponent here. Generally quite a smart move actually. Still no fletching for Loza, so that's going to be an awkward one to try and play with. Right now this harass is so key. It looks like he's going to try and lame the deer. No, he's not going to lame the deer over here. He's just going to leave it by the looks of things. Lots on stone, and this could be an issue right now. Forcing the up of this tower over here, definitely a smart play, because of course, again, that's one tower that can't come up over here to try and harass. However, this one over here on the gold is going to make any harassment really hard. Same goes for this spear, going to be protecting this area really well, especially against some really low HP scouts. Like that one there only has 6 HP. That'll be insta-killed pretty much by that spearman. How we look in the tower has gone up, and he has delayed a bit of gathering time there, and of course delayed that stone that he needs to get up towers around his base. It's really just turning into a tower fest now. Going to be interesting to see how it actually plays out from here. We've got minimal armies on the map, but the armies that are enough to do some damage to economies if these towers don't get in the way. Looks like we see Loza finally moving over onto gold. And just patrolling the area here, really, to try and get some damage in where he can. Of course, if you have got units on the map, you don't want them doing nothing. Ooh, sitting at the base here. This could be interesting. Could slowly kill it off, I'm sure. Blacksmith only just coming up. And it looks like, ooh, Katorre going into stable. That's interesting. He didn't have that before when we checked, I'm pretty sure. Not building anything. Could be looking to go up, though, and go straight into knights. If we look at the resources here quite a bit, going to be able to go up quite soon. And it looks like the heal advantage here will go to Katorre, but Loza might be able to take it quite quickly if we just swap over nice and quickly. Loza no position at all to go up to the castle age right now. So if we do see Katorre go up, it could actually end it really effectively. Going to be an interesting one. Seeing Loza's scouts moving back around, might be able to catch this army over here unaware. However, those spears going to be still doing a lot of damage to these scouts over here. And it looks like that low HP scout that we were talking about just got picked off. And looks like he's going to be sitting back from now on. Katorre should be upping by now. Yes, he's nearly, well, about a quarter of the way up. Looks like there's more villager combat over here. He might just be able to win this one. Might just lose this villager. Yes. Gonna get the one there. That scout gonna go down to pretty much anything else. Looks like, yes, there we go. Down. Another stable coming up over here. Katorre actually going up to 3 stables right now. That's a pretty risky move, especially with only 4 people on gold. Gonna be interesting to see how he decides to actually play this one out. Over here, a bit more tower warfare going on. Looks like we do have Loza just changing into archers right now. But I don't know how much help that's going to be against knights. There's a lot of skirmishers out as well, but as we know, knights just absolutely gut an entire skirmisher army. Even more stables coming out right now. Katorre not having a lot of resources there. I don't know if this is really worth it. Could go for scouts, of course. That's still an option. And I'm going to guess now Loza's seen this, and because of that, we are probably going to see pikes. No! Seen all these stables, yet chooses not to build pikes. That's an interesting one. Loza going up to Castle Age now. And there's Katorre just upping. Siege Workshop coming up over here. It looks like Katorre actually wants to end this. Knights being produced from all of these stables, even back here. No, could have just been using this one for research. Armor on the way. So going 3 stable and siege production right now. This is going to be quite an interesting one to see get played out. Especially against this amount of skirmishers and archers. Unless they get some real serious upgrades soon, they're going to be in a lot of trouble to try and hold this back. Because like we see here, these towers are going to be really good defense. And in come the knights. Looks like they're going to go for the stone first. Really good quick wall there. It's going to get around. Going to get one villager there. Might pick off another one over here. And of course, knights, of course, just soaking up this archer damage. Bloodlines has been done. We do have that first archer armor, which is really nice to have. No more units there. That's kind of interesting. Mangonel coming out, of course, because he does want to snipe that town center. Going to be putting on the pressure really early. What are we seeing down here? A town center going up. Are we seeing a third? No. Just going up to 2. Of course, keeping right ahead of Loza right now. Mangonel. Any more knights? No. One more knight. Seeing that though, harass coming in from this side. It looks like he actually... Did he lose a knight there? No, he's still got the 3. That's nice. And they're going to be forced out of there. And these knights starting to actually really take some damage. Could be worth getting a monastery up just to heal them up. Because, well, at this point, those knights are worth a lot. And there's that Mangonel sniping a villager before getting into that town center. And this could be really, really bad for Loza right now. Going to have to figure out how to defend this. And of course, if this army does approach the Mangonel, it can be one-shotted. And of course, moving the army out of position, they're going to lose some villagers over here by the looks of things. The knight's going to get killed off too by the look of it. Ooh. Of course, no ballistics or thumb ring yet, so he might just get out of here. Another knight in there, and actually going out with a scorpion. That's an interesting one. Could be a misclick, but then again, it's kind of tight in here, so he could be using this. And there we go, Loza up to the castle age. Looks like that scorpion could actually get killed off by this town center if he's not careful. Gonna be really careful. Loza might actually be able to take this one just on economy right now. These crossbows can kill off enough of these units, and he can get rid of these buildings. Gonna be really interesting. Gonna be close though. Over here, the economy up to 3 town centers, so it's gonna be kind of hard to catch up now, especially if we don't see any more town centers. Which we are not. This is not going to be an easy fight. It's going to be uphill all the way. Knights out, still in play. Any more on the way? So we got one more on the way when there's resources for more than that. And I guess this is the reason you go for the scorpion. Mangonel in trouble. Downed. And... ooh, saying this, Loza's coming back right now. This is actually a really close game. Cavalry Archer production has started. We have Bloodlines. No Bloodlines yet, but we do have Bodkin. And out moves the opposing army right now. This could actually be horrible for Katorre right now to deal with. Because I don't think he has anything at home to deal with these. He's got town centers, but of course, right now, crossbows having... that's a skirmisher. Crossbows having 5+2 range, meaning 7 town center, only having 6. Going to be kind of hard for him to deal with this. What do we got in there? We've got more scorpions in here. Going to need a Mangonel to really do anything else right now. Cavalry archers as well. Going to be really hard to deal with. And this could be the beginning of the end here. Once this harass comes in, it's going to be over, I reckon. Because Katorre has nothing to deal with this. And here we go. Coming in. Tower coming up. Sniping a villager there. Sniping another one there. And of course, going to be able to just move around here to the back of this wood. Going to be able to just try and keep getting that harassment in. These knights starting to get really ineffective. Because, of course, once you get to that critical mass of crossbows or cavalry archers, they can pretty much one-hit them, and that's when it starts to get really bad. And it looks like over here, a few more villagers going to get one-hitted. Losing one crossbow there, and it looks like one was lost back here as well, but that's not too bad. Lumber camp coming up over there. Any more town centers for Loza yet? Doesn't look like it. Siege production, more mangonels on the way, of course. Going to need quite a few more knights to back this up if he wants to start putting more pressure on. This is looking really bad for Katorre right now. He's got no way to repel this incoming force. He's got nothing at all to be able to deal with it. And he's lost quite a few villagers saying that. He does have quite a bit of siege down here, and of course cavalry archers. But as we know, cavalry archers are great at dodging mangonel shots, even if there's 3 of them. So if he loses all these, it could be over. Gonna come in, try and get some more harass. How are we looking? No idea what he's going for here. Killing off this lumber camp by the looks of things. And there's some more knights, so they are in production right now, and of course not splitting them between all the stables. Gonna be a close one. Could potentially run in here and try and get some... Ooh, if he gets over to this lumber camp here, if this lumber camp gets harassed, it is not going to be nice. Saying that though, 3 mangonels are out on the town center right now. There are knights up here to defend as well against skirmishers. But of course, we do know that mangonels do quite well against this for themselves. How's it going to go? Is he going to catch some units here? Get 1. So he might only get 1. If he only gets 1 here, that was great play by Katorre. Just brilliant prediction right now. All these cavalry archers are bunched up here. This is not good, of course. Only just getting bloodlines as well. This is going to be close. This is going to be really tight. We do have some knights out from Loza though, but the knights of Katorre are there to defend. He has done a brilliant job managing his villagers down here, making sure they didn't get killed off. This might just be good enough to actually take it after that. And... ooh, that is going to hurt. And here we see the raw power of siege equipment right now. Just soaking up damage and, of course, putting it out right now. Loza losing a lot of units here. A lot of units. Siege just being so effective. More mangonels on the way. And there's the retreat by Loza right now. Saying that though, Katorre did lose quite a bit too. Saying that he's losing heaps of villagers over here. He might just lose this on just complete harass. That would be an interesting one. Saying that though, he does have a lot of town centers up. I think he has, what, there's another one down over here. I was about to say, I think he's got 3 more than his opponent. Ooh, this is so close. It has been such a tight game, actually. The harass from both players. Saying that, even look at the idle villagers here. There is a bunch of idols. How is this going to go? Saying that, Loza does have a massive force of cavalry archers. If he moves them in to harass his opponent, it could probably be over, especially if he just runs by here, or just runs by up in here. It's a lot of nice areas. Saying that though, Katorre managing to get out some siege equipment over here. I don't think that Loza will be expecting any siege back here. So if he gets hit, this could be bad. Could be very bad, especially if he predicts it. Ooh. Oh, good wall. Oh, getting a lot of those crossbows there. How's that one going? Looks like there's going to be a town center. Ooh, this is doing damage. Doing a lot of damage. Oh, mangonel hits are just so effective. Another one coming out here. Looks like you might get another villager just... finally, another town center coming up for Katorre right now. Going up to 4. The harass by Loza in this game has been pretty much practically spot on. Still only on 1 town center, but keeping the scores relatively close considering. And it looks like this could be just about over. If these cavalry archers get in and do enough damage, not going to be good. Another town center coming up for Loza, so finally going up to the second one there. Of course, already having a second up, but after losing the main TC not being easy. Mangonels now 4 out in play. That's actually going to be absolutely hell to go up against. Could be interesting to see how this one works out right now, especially if these rangers start getting downed. Of course, knights on patrol on the front there. Losing 1 archery range. Looks like the next one is going to be targeted down. Ooh, it's going to be so close. Looks like that villager over there could practically get sniped. Looks like we did see quite a few crossbows and skirmishers get killed off over here, but this mangonel might just get there in time. If he keeps running. Nope, not going to get there. It is going to get 1 crossbow though. Looks like these guys might be able to... nope, they're going to be moved. losing another range here. We can see Loza's getting into deep trouble here. He's not going to have enough production facilities in a minute. And it looks like this tower might just keep his siege engines out. No, actually going to be really brave here and go for the towers with the mangonels. This is actually a really bold play. Very, very bold play here by Katorre. Saying that, they're taking a 600 point lead right now. Cavalry archers, lots of them are actually on low health right now. Ooh. Knights are moving in from this side. Hopefully can get a good area on them with these. Doesn't lose too many, hopefully. Jeez, Katorre is absolutely smashing the scores right now. It's nearly 1,000 points up. This last few minutes for him has been absolutely great play. Looks like one of these mangonels will stay up for a little bit. Hopefully kill off some more cavalry archers. Yes, going to get quite a few more there. And that, of course, Scorpion picking up the rest of them. Ooh, the Knights are running in, finishing off what's left. I think this is going to be Katorre's game. There's not much of a way to come back from now. Saying that, they're losing the mangonels. Knights are still in play, and the production of Loza at the moment has been absolutely destroyed. Back down to 2 ranges from 4. Going to be interesting to see how he tries to play this from now on, especially considering there are Knights still in his base, just going nuts. They do have the +2 armor on them now, so they do have a total of 4 there. Absolutely beautiful play actually by Katorre this game. Has lost quite a bit of siege, but been using it really effectively. So let's speed things along and see what happens. And it looks like the economy slowly getting killed off really quickly. Another mangonel is out for Katorre right now, up by 1,300 points. This is absolute slaughter right now. Looks like this mangonel is going to go villager sniping. Might be able to kill all these ones down here. Of course, going to be able to get the hill bonus on there as well. And there's the GG from Loza and GG back from Katorre. That was a very well played game by Katorre. They're taking control from the start with this forward. Did lose it a bit when the archers came back down, but he did manage to hold it fairly well. Hardly lost any villages that first initial push. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next game.